Hello duelists, Rusmero here, and today we're going to be opening the Style Successor structure deck. As usual, here we have our paper playmat featuring Cyberdark and Dragon, and our bonus pack, which is now a staple of structure decks. This time it's called the Style Secret Technique Inheritance Pack. And we'll leave that for later, and let's start by taking a look at the main core deck. Starting off with a super rare, a new machine-type Cyberdark monster, Cyberdark Chimera. Discard names first and second effects can only be activated once per turn. First effect. By discarding a spell or trap from your hand, you can search your deck for one copy of Power Bond. But if you do so, during this turn you can only use Dragon and Machine-type Cyber monsters as fusion material. But also, once during this turn, if performing a fusion summon, you are allowed to banish monsters from your grave to use as fusion materials. And second effect, if this card is sent to the grave, send a Cyberdark monster from your deck to the grave that does not already exist in your graveyard. So this is really nice support for Cyber Fusion. On top of searching for Power Bond, it allows you to perform an easy fusion, making use of materials from the grave as well. And once you use it as fusion material from the field and it's sent to the grave, it also allows you to dump one of the Dragon-type Cyberdark main deck monsters into the grave, which can then be equipped to one of your other Cyberdeck machines. So pretty nice flow with this card over here. Next, we have another new card, this time a continuous spell, Cyberdark World. You can only activate one card with this name per turn, and this card name's second effect can only be activated once per turn. First effect, when this card is activated, you can search your deck for a Cyberdark monster and add it to your hand, but you cannot have a monster with the same name currently in your graveyard. Second effect, during your main phase, you can perform a normal summon of a Cyberdark monster, so essentially extra Cyberdark summon. Third effect, if you are about to equip a monster from your grave by the effect of one of your Cyberdark monsters, when normal or special summoned, you can choose an applicable monster to equip from your opponent's grave instead. Now, I just really like this effect despite how situational it is, because I mean, if your opponent's playing a deck that doesn't have any like low-level dragons and all, then of course you can't make use of it. But like, if you just so happen to be going up against the right opponent, or like maybe even imagine a Cyberdark structure deck mirror match, this could be like a really nice and interesting effect to play, like benefiting off your opponent's mills while also temporarily depleting their resources. So it'd be pretty nice to see this effect in action. And next we have Attachment Cyburn. This one is just a normal parallel rare, but this is a card that I kind of have my eye on. As you guys can see, it is a level 3 dragon. This card name's third effect can only be activated once per turn. First effect, you can target one Dragon or Machine-type Cyber monster on your field, equip this card to it from your hand or field. Second effect, a monster equipped with this card gains 600 attack. So basically the point is, you can use this as a really strong equip for all of your Cyberdark main deck monsters. What are their names again? A Horn, Keel, and Itch. And it doesn't matter whether attachment is in your grave or in the hand, because you can equip him from the hand as well. Most importantly, because the Cyberdark monsters absorb the attack power of the monsters that they equip, including the 600 boost from this guy's own effect. That's a total of 2,200 attack to Horn, Itch, or Keel, which makes them pretty intense by themselves. Third effect, if this card is sent to the grave while equipped to a monster, you can target one Machine or Dragon type Cyber monster in your grave other than this card and special summon it. I mean, that's just great, right? Like, even if you don't have any big boss monsters in your grave just yet, you can prepare for your next play, and if you've already managed to summon out Cyberdarkness or Cyber End and they've been defeated, you can call them out again for free, and I just absolutely love that. So this is another, I think honestly I like this guy a lot more than Chimera, just for like the possibilities he brings to the deck. Chimera just kind of like helps the deck do what it already does, but better. Next, we have a new quick play spell, Eternal Cyber. This card name's first and second effects can only be activated once per turn. First effect, you can target one Machine-type Cyber Fusion monster in your grave, either return it to your extra deck or special summon it, ignoring its summoning conditions. And second effect, if a Machine-type Cyber Fusion monster on your field were to be destroyed by battle or effects, you can banish this card from your grave instead. Alright, not too bad. And next here we have Cyberdark Invasion, a continuous trap. Once per turn, you can select one of the following effects and activate it, but each of this card name's effect options can only be activated once per turn. So ultimately what this means is that it's only valid to have 2 Cyberdark invasions on your field, and you choose option 1 for one of them and option 2 on the other. First effect, you can target 1 Cyberdark effect monster on your field. Equip to it a dragon or machine type monster from either your or your opponent's graveyard as an equipped card that gives 1000 attack. So essentially what this means is that normally, although Cyberdark monsters can only activate dragons, you can now make use of invasion to easily equip them with machines, aka equipping Cyber N to Cyberdark. Second option, you can send one of your equipped cards that is currently being equipped to a machine type monster to the grave in order to destroy 1 card on the opponent's field. Not bad. And I mean, you don't even need to have a big monster in play to make use of that, right? Just summoning like Hornage or Keel and then just dumping any random dragon from your graveyard will allow you to basically destroy any card on the opponent's field. Alright, and now it looks like we're moving into reprints, so let me make a bit of space for this. Dragon, Zwei, Dry, what's this one again? Fia, Nextea, yes, I'm going to name all of them. Core, okay, this one's easy. Hertz, and here we are moving into Pharos, Valley, and Phoenix. And here's Cyberdark Orn, Cyberdark Edge, Cyberdark Keel, and Cannon, the new ones from Legendary Duelist as well, Claw. Here we have Lenlin, which is a pretty nice low-level dragon equipped monster, goes pretty well with Cyberdarks. And the planet-destroying kaiju, Jiskel. And Sir, is this guy? Well, he's Gizmak Orochi, based on what I remember of his Japanese name. And here we have Gale Dogra, and Gale Dogera, I mean. Wait, Gale Dogra, right, Dogra. And I was like, just super amazed to see this such an old card being reprinted in this deck. And for those of you guys who don't know, its effect is essentially, you can pay 3000 life to send 1 monster from your extra deck to the grave. And why this works in this deck is so that you can dump Cyber N to the grave without having to fusion summon it and then make use of something like Invasion to just equip it to your Cyberdark. So, oh man, I'm like, dude, if I play this deck, I'd obviously take this guy out, but I would love to see like somebody playing this structure deck as is and like just going off with Gale Dogra like that. Next we have Cyber Repair Plants, Emergency. Oh yeah, where did I see this guy being used recently? Right, Drytrons, giving me cancer again. Cyberload Fusion, this reprint, Cyberdark Impact, Cyberdark Inferno, the field spell, Future Fusion, Fusion Deployment, Fusion Tag. Limiter Removal, very nice. Ooh, Lightning Storm, that is nice card to have as a reprint here. And next we have Cybernetic Revolution. This one is reprint, yes, reprint. Wait, Infinite Impermanence is in this deck? Well, I mean, not only is it a great card to have as a reprint and also to use in this deck itself, but right, the monster featured in this card's artwork is Cyber Dragon Infinity, so it like, even though it's not a specific cyber support card, it just fits so well. That is really nice. What do we have next? Power Wall, Call of the Haunted, a Paleozoic card, and here are the fusion monsters in normal parallel rare. It seems you're starting off with Cyber and Dragon, Chimera Tech Over Dragon, and finally Cyber Darkness Dragon. Now I'm pretty happy about this one because I didn't manage to pull Cyber Darkness from my opening of Legend Duelist 1, so that's pretty nice. Although, I guess since it's just a normal parallel rare, I think I still have to kind of hunt for a foil version, which I definitely want. Alright, now it's time to open the Cyber Style Secret Technique Inheritance Pack. Although technically we already know what cards are going to be inside, right? Starting off, looking freaking awesome in Ultra Rare. Dude, this is so beautiful. It looks so epic and insane. Here we have the brand new Cyber, Dark, and Dragon, finally bringing to life that epic move Zane made in the GX anime where he basically revived and equipped Cyber and Dragon to Cyber Dark. It is a level 12 monster with 5000 attack, 3800 defense, and its normal fusion summon conditions are Cyber Dark plus Cyber N. This card can only be special summoned by fusion summon or by tributing a level 10 or lower Cyberdark fusion monster on your field that is equipped with Cyber and Dragon. So of course, to pull this off, Cyberdark Invasion is going to be very handy, but if you want to do what like Zane did in the anime, you can always use a card like Rebirth Judgment to change the types of the monsters in your grave to like Dragon, making Cyber N an applicable equip target for Cyberdark. And of course, although a bit resource heavy, it is also possible to use Cyber Darkness Dragon himself because he can equip both machines and dragons. First effect, this card is not affected by your opponent's card effects. Second effect, once per turn, you can equip to discard any monster from your or your opponent's graveyard. And finally, the third effect, during each battle phase, this card can attack up to the number of equipped cards it has equipped. So, potentially very devastating. Very nice. And let's have this guy take center stage. Up next, we have a reprint of Cyberdark Dragon here in Super Rare. I believe there's a chance to get one of the cards in this bonus pack as secret, so let's look forward to see what we get. Well, here it comes. At the very least, it's a new card, not one of the older ones. And here we have Cybernetic Horizon in Secret Rare. And I find this card a bit amusing because Cybernetic Horizon, isn't that the name of like an actual booster? It's the Vrains booster that introduced the Ritual Cyber's Magician, right? I can't remember the name off the top of my head. Was it Cyber's Magician? This card is treated as a Cyberdark card. You can only activate one card with this name per turn, and during the turn this card is activated, you can only special summon machine-type monsters from the extra deck. Send one dragon or machine-type cyber monster from your deck, and one from your hand to the grave. Then add one dragon or machine-type cyber monster from your deck to the hand, and send one machine-type cyber fusion monster from your extra deck to the grave. A pretty complicated sounding effect, but a very nice engine for this deck to have, because Cyber, whether it's the normal light Cybers or the Cyber Dark, benefits a lot from having cards in the grave, because there are many cards that can do stuff in the grave or trigger some sort of effect when sent to the grave, so the dump is really good. And on top of that, like, for the dump, you get a search for anything that you can use to make a play this turn as well, while also sending your Cyber End to the grave in order to basically set up equipping it to your Cyber Dark. So on the whole, this card is like, man, I think it's a 3 in this deck if you're planning to play the new Cyber Style Dark and Fusion. And very nice, here we have a super rare version of Power Bond. I think I already have a foil Power Bond, but it's the old like retro style, so the artwork is a bit smaller, so it's pretty nice to get it in a new style as well, and a super rare of Overload Fusion, which is also a reprint. So that'll be all for this structure deck opening. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Leave your thoughts about these new cards in the comment section down below, and don't forget to subscribe for more Yu-Gi-Oh! OCG products and booster box openings on the day of release. With that, I'll see you guys in the next Yu-Gi-Oh! video.